A new report estimates nearly 500,000 families don't have reliable childcare. Data published by Wells Fargo economist on Tuesday shows daycare centers can't find enough workers, which has led to a more than 12% decrease in staff. NBC 26's Kelsey Dickinson tells us how the lack of availability and the high cost of care is impacting families right here in Northeast Wisconsin.
As a single mom with 2 daughters,
I have been looking for childcare around here over a year.
Little to no daycare availability has forced Seymour resident Tiffany Pavic to shift her life around.
It's probably one of the most stressful things that's been happening over the past year for me.
After not finding childcare within 25 miles of where she lives, Pavic started her own cleaning business so she could bring her preschool-aged daughter with her to work.
It's been a struggle to find before school care for her. Since she's in just a half day of school.
And the high cost of care only adds to the challenge. Pavic says she pays almost $200 a week for her daughter's before school care.
I want her to be taken care of, obviously. It's important and I would pay anything, but at the same time I also have to pay the bills.
The latest data from the Economic Policy Institute shows the average cost of child care for a 4-year-old is more than $10,000 a year in Wisconsin. The cost of infant care is even more at over $12,500 annually, costing more per year than in-state tuition at a 4-year public college.
The childcare landscape right now is pretty bleak.
Amanda Schuler says families in the Fox Valley pay as high as $250 a week for one child.
I've had programs tell me that parents who are even thinking about conceiving are checking childcare first before they're making the decision to have children.
Schuler says inflated costs of supplies like food and diapers, along with some increases in wages for childcare workers, is adding to families' tuition. While costs increase, availability is decreasing. In Brown County, almost 40 programs permanently closed between 2019 and last month, meaning nearly 650 slots are gone.
We have childcare programs with classrooms that sit empty, not because there aren't children to fill them, but because there aren't staff to work in those classrooms.
Jamie Trampty-Brassfield says low wages are causing many workers to leave the field.
It's hard work, and a lot of times we are seeing staff and providers tell us that financially it just doesn't make sense to continue doing the work.
The good news, there are programs at the state level that provide funding for childcare programs and their employees, as well as childcare subsidies for parents. For Pavic, her attention is now on finding full-time summer care.
It would be nice to have that stable care, somebody, who is around to help.
In Seymour, Kelsey Dickinson, NBC 26.